Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative One Studio. Hey guys, happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me today. It's going to be a nice short visit. I think you will find it refreshing after last week's video. It was a little bit long, but I had so much to share last time. What's going on in my life? Busy, busy, busy. Fun, fun, fun. Lots of fun. Oh gosh, it was so ridiculously hot this past week, but yesterday was, I think I only got to 69 degrees. It was glorious. So today is supposed to get 80. It's breezy. It's feeling so, so good. And I know our, 89 degrees and 100% humidity, okay, maybe not 100%, but wouldn't that mean rain? I know it doesn't compare to some of you that have had like 106, 113. I mean, I can't even, I couldn't live like that. I would never go outside. So anyways, my flower beds are kind of suffering because it's been so hot and muggy that I'm not working out in that. So this weekend's a little bit nicer. I'm hoping tomorrow to get out there and get rid of some of the weeds. It's a constant battle. And the beetles, I go out, I at least do that every day because if not, they would eat everything to the ground. So I have been keeping up on that at least. So last Sunday was Easton's birthday party. He is hilarious. That child. They're both just so much fun. They're just getting more and more fun as they're growing up and adding more words to their vocabulary. Yeah, easy for me to say. I think they talk better than I do. Adding more words to their vocabulary. So Kevin wanted to get Easton a leaf blower because if you watch my videos, you know that they are terrified of the leaf blower, the weed whacker. They're okay with the mower. They're not crazy about it, but when they hear the mower and they see, Papa go by, like Easton is always looking out the window for him if he's on the mower, but they don't like run screaming, crying. Anyways, Kevin said, well, we need to buy him a leaf blower. Maybe if he has one that's a toy, he won't be so afraid of it. So they had his birthday at a park. It was very nice. It's a park I had never been to. It's a kind of relatively new park for the Davison area. I mean, it's probably been there 6 years maybe, but I've never been to it. It has a little fenced in like water area where they can play, shoot these things that shoot water. And it's just a total blast for the kids. And then they have this huge pavilion that it's kind of sectioned off in 4 areas. So, and then they have a concession stand. I mean, it's really, really nice. So they had it there, and thank goodness it was not ridiculously hot, and there was a really nice breeze because, my mom, she can't handle the heat. Her lungs, she has pulmonary fibrosis. So her lungs are weak and she can't handle that kind of humidity and stuff like that. But it was nice and breezy, so I was really happy that we could stay for the entire party and watch him open gifts, and it was just a blast. So that was Sunday. Monday, I had an early eye doctor appointment. So I forget because, you only go once a year. And I just didn't think about like all the things I needed to do Monday required working on my computer or painting or, you know what I mean? Like I needed my eyeballs. Well, I forgot about the whole eye dilation thing. So for about 3 hours after my appointment, everything was blurry. So I'm like, well, I can't really work. So I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby because where I go to my appointment for my eye doctor is right down the road from Hobby Lobby. And it's on the other side of town. It's a good, 25-minute drive. So I rarely get to go to Hobby Lobby. Not that I don't get to go, I just don't make time to go. So hey, if I'm already out there, I'm like, I'm gonna go check it out. They had all their fall stuff out. I bought so much finishing stuff because I am about to go into full finish mode for all of the Needlework Expo pieces that I'm going to be releasing. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty of things, and oh, I found some things that I actually bought that I know I don't have anything to fit it on or fit on it, but I'm actually thinking about designing things that will fit on it exclusively for that piece because they're so cool. Hoping that your your Hobby Lobby has it as well. I'm not going to give out all of the item numbers because I bought too much stuff to do that. Basically, you can find these things online, I'm sure, if your Hobby Lobby doesn't have them in stock. But it's all fall stuff, which is out right now. So if you see something you like, go to your Hobby Lobby immediately or go online. I'm sure you can find it. So I will insert that video when we get to the haul portion. But anyways, it was just great to be there and not feel guilty about it because I couldn't work anyways. And I bought some decorating things like that bedroom that we redid. You know, it's beautiful, you know, new carpet, all newly painted, new blinds. I bought some curtains. I have to do a little video of that room. I don't know that I don't know. I'll either insert pictures or I'll do a little video clip and insert it next week. But the room is like taupey color walls, dark brown bedding with some teal. I wanted to purchase, but she wouldn't let me. An antique piece that Kristen redid. And anyways, I'm sure you guys have seen some of it because we painted the nightstands on Witch Paint Wednesday when she was here in town last year. So the room looks nice, but it needs like some decor. You know, I've got new lamps in there for each side of the bed, but I wanted to put some things on the dresser, top of the dresser. So I did that. I have a painting hanging in there, but I don't like the placement of it because on the other side of the window is the mirror, which is, it's off balance. So I bought a piece that I'm going to antique and hang over the painting so that fills the area better. And then last but not least, I am making a wall in there. It's going to be the sampler wall, and I'm going to use my antique samplers that I've purchased and some of my original design samplers. That I'm going to fill that wall with samplers because I can't put a shelf, I can't put a TV, I really can't put anything there because it's at the foot of the bed, and you know, in the middle of the night you don't want to be knocking your head into something. So I'm going to just keep that wall with samplers on it. Yeah, and then I have a couple corbels, antique corbels that I've had forever. I'm going to hang those up and get an old piece of wood, which I know I have. I always, when I'm out antiquing, if I see cool pieces of wood, I grab them because you never know when you might want to make a shelf. So I'm going to make a shelf for over the dresser. It's going to be awesome, and I'm really having fun buying things for that room. I told Kristen on Witch Paint Wednesday this past week, I said, I wish I could take a month off of work and do nothing but work on my house and repaint, redecorate, go antiquing, find cool pieces. Like my basement, the one half of it is completely finished, and I just need cool antique pieces. I don't have anything on the walls yet. I don't have any like cool pieces of furniture down there yet. You know, like shelving and cupboards and things like that, because I haven't had time to do that. So, but who has the time? Who has the time to take a whole month off of work? It's a dream of mine. It is a dream of mine. So anyway, that was Monday. Tuesday, we went to Kevin's concert. He plays in a Beatles tribute band called Shout. He is actually in two different bands, but last year they didn't have any gigs because of COVID, so they are so happy to be out playing again. So the Shout tribute band, the Beatles tribute band, they play like outdoor events, concerts in the parks type of things, mostly outdoor venues, and then in the fall and the winter they usually play with their classic rock band called Green Bottle Fly. So anyways, we went to Clio Amphitheater, which is, you know, maybe a 15-20 minute drive from here. And he's such a blessed man because his wife was there. his children were all there. His grandchildren were there. He had a cousin show up that lives in Millington. I mean, he had a lot of friends there and family. The Zualas came out, and Adam, which is, you know, Ryan's friend, he came out. I mean, it was just, he's a lucky man to have that much support, and I appreciate everybody that came out to the concert. But I will insert a little video of the band. I want you to see Kevin, Mr. Wims, playing Ringo. And I said to Ellery, yeah, that's Papa playing the drums. That's Papa Ringo. So she was calling him Papa Ringo. It was hilarious. Anyways, enjoy this little video clip. And then, of course, Thursday we had the grandkids. So it was really nice. We saw the grandkids 3 times in 1 week, and it was just glorious. So now, on to announcements. I don't have many announcements, but I am going to be recording my new release video for the Needlework Expo, which the expo is the last weekend of August, okay? I have been working on, you know, writing the instructions, color correcting the scans of the finished punch needle, or the finished cross stitch. I'm telling you what, the first 2 that I decided I was going to work on had to be the 2 most difficult pieces to color correct in Photoshop. I do my best, guys. It is not an easy task to make your covers match the finished product. It is something that I spend a lot of time on, and I waste a lot of paper, because after I color correct it, I have to print that one off. Oh, is it better? Is it worse? About the same? Well, that's right. That's the eye doctor. Never mind. No, but seriously, I spend a lot of time doing that because I think it's important, and I struggled. One of them I just couldn't get, and I rescanned the piece and started over. So yeah, it's the ones that have a lot of dark color. Those are the pieces that are so hard to get to look right. And of course, I picked the first 2, very difficult. So anyways, in the midst of designing my fabric line, I'm also trying to get ready for Needlework Expo, and it's really stressing me out. And I was telling Kevin last night, another thing that I have to do, I'd like to work on it today, which is Saturday, by the way, the last day of July. And I'll probably be working on it a little bit today, but mostly on Monday. Because on Tuesday, whatever August 3rd falls on, I have to do a social media blitz, I think they're calling it actually, for Riley Blake Designs, promoting my classes that I'm teaching at the Garden of Quilts. So I'm going to make a video. I've got to actually paint the watercolor painting so that I have that to show, so people can see, you know, what they're going to be painting, because I'm doing a painting class and a beginner cross stitch class. So I want to make a really cool video for that. So I have that on my to-do list as well. So these 3 deadlines are really causing me some anxiety, so to speak. But anyway, it all gets done. It always works out. So I will have that video also here on my YouTube channel, so you'll get to watch that when I get it done. Anyways, let's move on. I know, I was talking about the release video, the new release video. That is slated to be up on August 16th, which is a Monday. So that gives me a couple weeks to fully finish everything that I'm going to release. Yeah, so, you know, the pressure's on. When is it not? So anyways, that is coming up. So mark your calendars. I can't wait. Those are my most fun videos to make, are when we have new releases. When I have new releases. I say we because I'm sure other designers feel the same way when they make their videos, because we work so hard designing them and sending them out to be stitched, and when they come back, you know, we write the direction. I mean, it's a lot of work, and so when we finally get to share it with you guys, it's just super exciting. Okay, I didn't have any Q&A this week. So whips, let me show you what I've been working on What You Paintin' Wednesday. I am working on this angel, and I decided I don't like her. I mean, I will like her by the time she's done, but I started out painting way too tight, and I decided that from now on, I'm going to paint a background, like not have anything on it, just take a piece of canvas or these cradle boards and just do a lot of texture, let the paint run, do a really cool background, and then put my angel over top of it, and it will give me a jumping off point. That's one of the reasons I love painting over scrapbook paper, because the texture and the pattern and the color is already there, and you play off of that. So anyways, I'm going to, before next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to grungy her up. I'm going to throw some paint on here. I'm going to spatter it. I'm going to do something to loosen myself up, because I don't know, I'm just not happy with it right now. Okay, then as far as my needlework, I'm going to show you, this will be the last time that you see this Halloween punch needle, because I'm going to get it finished and fully finished, and then it will just, you'll see the finished piece for my new release video on August 16th. But anyways, I got a lot of the background done. I think it's coming out really cute. I don't know how well that background's showing up, but I think it looks really cool. I did end up taking out some of these, well, I don't think I had any of those pumpkins done, but I took out some of these whatever threads. I frogged a little bit at the top and put a lighter color orange there, which was Carrot Weeks Dye Works Carrot, and I like it because it looks like the light is shining on the top of the pumpkins. But I think he's so cute with his little hat and his little owl, and his little mouth isn't showing up very well, so I'm probably gonna, well, there you can see it. So anyway, it's my little tuxedo cat having a good old time on Halloween. Next, I'm going to show you my cross stitch. You guys are going to just make sure you're sitting down because I stitched my brains out. I stitched so much on this, and I'm really, really pleased with how fast it's going now. First let me just tell you, I am stitching on Weeks Dye Works 40 count Cocoa. I'm not crazy about the flimsiness of this linen. So last week I had this flag done except for the white in it. So that was last week in my last Flosstube video. So this past week I put in the 2 flowers. I put in these 3 little kind of ghost, I don't know if you can really see them very well. But anyways, these 3, my nails look horrible. Ignore my nails. And then I filled in all the white here, all the white here, all the white there. And then this morning I got so excited to start this little dude. I love him. And so I've got almost his jacket finished. I just got to finish his jacket there, put his little arm out here. Anyways, so I'm hoping by next week, I don't know, depends on how this week goes, but my goal is to have him done for next week. And then probably the following week, I should have the whole entire piece done. But I'm super excited about this piece. This piece is part of, it's 7. I counted them because I kept saying, I don't know if there's 7 or 8. I finally figured it out. There's going to be 7 designs in this book. They're all patriotic. This one is a larger one. A lot of them are small. Oh, I showed you Stars and Stripes last week. And then I've got a couple coming back this coming week. So they're starting to get them done and sending them back to me. And I'm really, really excited. to finish them. I want to finish some myself, and then I'm going to send some to Vanna to make little pin cushions and things out of. So, yay! Those are my whips. Okay, finishes. I don't have any finishes, but I did have a couple people send in finishes to me. So the first one I want to show you is from Tara Guernsey. She did the punch needle neighborhood and finished it in this very cool tray. And the other thing that I love and adore about this piece is she used little teeny tiny bee buttons. Instead of stitching the bees in there, she used those little bee buttons, and it's really, really cute. So thank you, Tara, for showing us that. I just love it. Next, we have Leslie Eldridge. Thank you so much, Leslie. She turned in her finish, which was Silhouettes, and she stitched it on 32 count Woodland Halloween by Mountain Air Fabrics. And then she used sulky threads. She said this was so much fun to stitch. Thank you so much, Leslie. I have never heard of Mountain Air Fabrics, but oh my goodness, that is some cool fabric. I love the colors in it. The grays with some splotches of orange. Very nice. So thank you for turning that in and sharing it with us. So if you have a Teresa Kogut finish and you want to share, yeah, I guess share it with me, share it with everyone. I will put it in my next Flosstube video. You can email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com, and I will make sure to show that. Just if you use different floss in different fabric than the called for, if you could please let me know that so I can share it with everybody. It's fun to see the changes that everyone makes. I'm really excited because I got a hold of Janine at Acorns and Thread. She did a silk conversion for me for the Barbara Anna All Creatures Great and Small, and I should be getting that hopefully this coming week, and I'm going to start it as soon as I get it. I'm going to at least put a few stitches in it, and you know, I'm just going to work on it a little bit each week. I said I'll probably be, you know, an old woman by the time it's done, but I don't care. I love that piece, and I just want to stitch it. So I can't wait to get that in. All right, so for my haul, I'm actually going to insert a video that shows all the things I got at Hobby Lobby. But first, I want to show you some things I got at Joann's because, and actually I need to go back to Joann's because there's some things I got to get. But I wanted to pick up some colors. Actually, I did that on the same day. That's right. On the way home, I stopped at Joann. I got this cool Fiskars. Yeah, I better just come in closer. So this is a very cool picture hanging or sampler hanging or cross stitch hanging assistant. Let's just put it that way. You put your nail in there, and then you can hold it like this and use your hammer, and that, or hold it like this actually, I think is how I used it. I just used it today. But you put your nail in there and it holds it straight, and then you can hammer your thing in and not smash your fingers. And then I actually bought some little nails as well because, you know, whenever I go to hang something, I can't find the ding-dingy things. So anyway, nice little set here. That was at Joann. I also got a bunch of paint, like a ton of cream earth tone color paints. And I got these. Now these go on your 2-ounce bottles so that you can draw lines, you can write words. I think that's really cool and handy. I know I'll use those. And then I love these because sometimes you mix up a color and you mix too much of it, but you like the color and you don't want to throw it away. Well, now I've got these little things to store color in, which I love these. And all this stuff was really reasonable. So fun, fun, fun. Here is partial haul from Hobby Lobby today. All of these items are for finishing my needlework pieces, whether it's punch needle or cross stitch. I think this piece is really cute. I'll take that white ribbon off it. It's got an easel. I'll just have it stand, but whoops, you aren't even looking at it. But wouldn't that be cute with a little cross stitch piece on there or a little punch needle on there? This, I love the checkerboard side, so obviously this will all be covered. I want to design like some coordinating, I don't know, fall or Halloween that would go on these. These are nice little things for finishing. This teeny tiny frame I thought was so cute. Maybe do something like 3 little punch needle or something that would go on there. Here's the cotton for finishing. This would be super cute with a piece over it, whether it's punch needle or cross stitch. Same with these two here. Cute little frame. I don't know why they didn't center that. I will be taking that off and moving it over. That's just annoying. I don't have OCD. I just think things should be centered. And then that would be cute with a piece inside of it. I think this would be adorable. I'm going to take this part off and then put a fall piece on there. Got some ribbon and some like orange jute. These I thought were cute. Pumpkins, harvest, fall, and the other one says grateful, thankful, blessed. This, you can take these apart and use them where you need to. I don't like these that well because that happens to them. You just have to be careful with them. And then this, I'm going to paint this. I was going to back off, but anyway, paint this wire thing. I got some cute things to go inside of it, and then put either punch needle or cross stitch on the front of this wire piece. So anyway, that's what I do when I go to Hobby Lobby. I just look for things that would be good for finishing my needlework, because everything has to be fully finished now. I didn't used to do that, but when I started Flosstube, oh, and this tree, isn't that awesome? So paint that tree, and everything I bought was 40 or 50% off. All the fall stuff was 40%, and then like all the wall decor, like that. I think that was all. That was 50% off. But I bought some things for the house too that were 50% off. So yeah, never go to Hobby Lobby and pay full price. Just always wait until 40 or 50% off. But this piece I thought was really cute. I think it'd be neat with a triangle shape cross stitch or punch needle. I don't know what yet. Something cute and Christmassy. So I think that's a pretty decent haul, y'all. Wasn't that a nice haul? So now when I go to do my finishing, I should have plenty of things to choose from, not to mention all the other things I already have. But anywho, stuff I'm loving. Okay, stuff I'm loving. The tile key thingy. I think I talked about it before, but I actually had to use it, guys, and it works amazingly. So when Kristen was in town and we went out to Fenton for a wedding, when I got there, I remember seeing my keys in my purse, whether it was when I was there or before I left the house. I just knew my keys were with me. Well, when Kristen and I were out there, we had the van, which, okay, we only have one set of van keys because Kevin lost his, and it doesn't have a key. It's one of those weird things. It goes in the ignition, but it's not really a key, and it's the key fob and key all in one. Anyways, Kevin lost his, so we are sharing that one. So I had that, but I know I had the keys to the Torrent, which has my house key, it has all kinds of stuff on it, and thank goodness it has a tile on it. That was in my purse. Well, the van, something happened to the air conditioner when Kristen and I were driving, and it made this crazy sound, and we couldn't use the air. So Kevin had to come out and deliver the flowers that Kristen put together. He had to come and deliver those anyway, so he said, well, we'll just switch out cars. So when we did that, he said, do you have your keys? And I looked through my purse real quick, and I didn't see them right away. So I said, you know what? Let me just use yours, because okay, this purse I have, I'm ready to throw it in the pond. I love the look of the purse, but it's floppy. Anyway, it's got too many pockets. And so since it's floppy, when you put something in it, it kind of falls to the bottom, and I'm digging for stuff in this thing constantly, and I get really frustrated, and Kevin goes, go buy a new purse, because he's sick of me bitching about it. Anyways, so I used his keys. So anyway, I kind of forgot about the whole thing, and then, I don't know, later that week, I think it was, after Kristen had left and went back home to Tennessee, and I was going somewhere and I wanted to use the torrent and I could not find my keys. I looked everywhere. I was just real busy, so I was just using Kevin's keys. And I thought when I have more time, I'm going to look through all my pockets of all my jackets and look. They're probably down at the studio somewhere, covered under some paper or something. So I just kind of forgot about it. Well, the day before we left for the Silver Needle Retreat, it hit me. Oh my gosh, Ryan had bought me the tile for my birthday, and it's on that key ring. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I get my phone, you got the Tile app on there. I click on the Tile app and it shows me that my keys are out in Fenton. So I called the lady because I'm like, well, it's in Fenton. So obviously I lost them at the venue where the wedding was. Called the lady. She said, oh my gosh, I've been trying to get a hold of you. She said, I tried through Kroger because, my Kroger thing that they scan for my Kroger rewards was on there. And she's trying to get in touch with me through Kroger. Well, they're not ready to release my information, thank goodness. Anyways, I found them. So I got my keys back. So that was really awesome. So now we're big fans of the tile. Also, if you have your keys but you can't find your phone, somehow you can find your phone with the Tile app as well. I don't know how that part works, but so yeah, we are putting tile on every set of keys that we own now. All right. That was a long stuff I'm loving. Sorry, guys. My own taco seasoning. I'm going to share that recipe with you. We don't buy like the Ortega prepackaged stuff because it's, for me, way too salty. I have high blood pressure. I'm on a low sodium diet, kind of. I just basically don't salt my food. I do if I'm having a baked potato. You better believe I'm putting some salt and pepper and sour cream on it and butter, all those things. But for the most part, I don't salt my food. So we make our own taco seasoning because I want to know what's in my food. So we don't eat a lot of prepackaged food for that reason. I'm going to share in the description box below what I use to make our taco seasoning, and it's way healthier for you and it tastes, I think, a lot better. Number 3, stuff I'm loving. Szechwan chicken over rice. I made this Szechwan, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, chicken dish in the crock pot last week, and everybody raved about it. So I bought this crock pot recipe magazine. It was $11 back in the day. I think the year is on it, but I've had it for probably 10 years or maybe even 15. And I remember at the time going, I can't believe I'm going to spend $11 on a magazine. But I'm really glad I did because I'm still making stuff out of it. So I tried the Szechwan chicken. We served it over rice and everybody went bananas over it. And I doubled the recipe and we almost didn't have enough for everybody. So next time I make it, I'm going to triple the recipe. It was very easy to make. Throw it in the crock pot. And it was delicious. So anyway, I'm going to share that recipe with you too. That recipe, however, will be on my blog or my website. So I have a link to that. And then I'm going to insert a little video of this amazing tool that Kevin and I found at Meijer to clean your iron skillet. Now, I love cooking in an iron skillet, but I hated cleaning them. But now that I have this tool, it is absolutely incredible. It cleans up beautifully and it makes it way quicker. So I'll insert that video here. All right, guys, last but not least of stuff I'm loving. I was talking to Janine McGowan about this when we were at the Silver Needle Retreat. When I design my cross-stitch charts, I have in my head the colors that I prefer, but I don't know them by name or by number because I use so many different ones. My goal, my life goal is to create a palette that I use. Now, I'm not saying that I won't veer from that palette, but I was telling Janine it would be a good place to start from, okay? So these are the oranges I like for Halloween. These are the greens I like for Halloween. These are the greens I like for samplers. These are the reds I like for samplers, and so on. So I want to have like a master list of all these things. So by talking about that is something I'm going to do, but also I have been thinking about like my paintings. I have a certain style and a certain look that I like, and there's certain paint colors I like to paint with. So I just it popped in my head that when I was heavy into art licensing, I used to use Pantone Colors a lot because it would help people that are creating products with my artwork. If I could give them Pantone Colors, that is like universal. And so they could send those Pantone covers over to China, where most of the stuff was manufactured, and they could make sure that they nail the color, that they get the color right. Well, I think also I want to start using Pantone Colors for my fabric lines, because right now I haven't done that with the first 2 fabric lines that I've created. And so far it's worked out beautifully with For the Love of Nature. But I think it would be easier for Riley Blake Designs if I provided a Pantone color palette for them to pull from. All right, having said that, I have downloaded, it just entered my wee brain this morning. Oh my gosh, I bet Pantone has an app. Duh, surely they do. I have it downloaded, and I just want to show you, so you can create your own palettes. Like I took a picture of, oh, you can't see it, it's hanging on the door. I'm hanging a painting on the door. I know that's unconventional, but hey, it's an art studio. I can do what I want, right? So I took a picture of this painting because I love the colors in it, and Pantone created from that photo a palette for me. So I really think this is going to work beautifully when I'm designing cross stitch, when I'm designing fabric. I think it's going to be amazing, guys, and it's such a great tool. So anyway, let me just show you real quick. So I took a picture just of the section of Ariel. I guess that's all you can see of it. And it picked out Pantone colors. Now, what I could do then is, like these are the colors I used in this painting, okay? So then I could say, well, I want to do another painting like that, and I could print this off and it would help me to color match. Also, if someone wanted to license this for, whatever, I can send them that Pantone swatch. Not swatch, but palette. Isn't that cool? So cool. So I really think that's going to be a handy tool for me to use moving forward. And I'm really glad I happened to just think of that. Okay, let's do giveaway. So the giveaway, you guys know from last week, is the swag box from the Silver Needle Retreat. I accidentally had one in one of the bins. And anyways, I decided to give it to a lucky winner. I had the most comments ever because of that. So thank you everyone for your comments. It sounds like many people have not been to retreats and really want to. So I hope all of you that have not attended a retreat get a chance to do that, because it is really fun and everybody's so welcoming. I did want to just mention though, there were some people that said, I am shy, I don't have anyone to go with, don't let that stop you. People in this community are so nice and so welcoming. I mean, I wouldn't let that stop you, because if you walk in, you don't know anybody. All you have to do is go up to a table where there, are a couple seats empty and just say, do you mind if I join you? And you might sit with them for one day and then you think, well, I want to get to know other people too. And you can move to another table. It's not like, oh my gosh, if she moves, she doesn't like us. I mean, it's not high school. You're not in the lunchroom at high school. You know what I mean? People are so nice. And one of the questions, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but one of the questions I would ask when I was at people's tables, I didn't do this at every table because I didn't think of it originally, like the first day or two. But I started saying, how do you guys know each other? This one table, they all became friends through going to retreats. I thought that was amazing. And so now they live far away from each other. So now they can go to retreats and, have that fun time together. And I just think it's super cool. So please, if you're shy or if you don't have anyone to go with, don't let that stop you. There was a lady there at the Silver Needle Retreat from, I think she said Maryland. I wish I could remember her name. I could picture her face. She was very friendly and we had a nice talk. She is 73 years old. She drove by herself from Maryland all the way out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. She said, yep, me and my bat, not bat, but like whoosh, bat. So evidently for protection, she had a bat with her. And she drove by herself all the way out there and met a bunch of people and had a great time. And I was just impressed by that. Very impressed with my husband goes, wow, she's a badass. Excuse my French. I don't know. That's not French, but that's how that saying goes. Okay, so I'm going to insert the YouTube random comment picker here. All right, so this is the most comments I've ever had because of the Silver Needle Retreat swag box. So let's see who's the lucky winner. Da-da-da! Debbie Dolan. She said, thank you for telling us about your participation in the Silver Needle Retreat and all the wonderful pictures of the shop. Going on a retreat is on my bucket list, and maybe someday that will happen. I'm looking forward to your new quilt line coming out and just purchased the cross-stitch chart for the love of nature. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. I wish I had more swag boxes to give away, but I do not. But I really appreciate all your comments. Congratulations, Debbie. Yay! If you could please email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com. I will get your swag box in the mail this coming week. All right, so this week the prize will be a pattern of your choice. So I just want you to comment. What can you comment? Just let me know what you're stitching on. What is the pattern? Who's the designer? I would love to know what you're stitching on, and the word that you need to say is stitching. Stitching, I-N-G. Okay, guys? All right, so that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all your love and support. And don't forget, create every day. Bye. You? Thank you very much, everybody. Bye. Good night. Bye.